Maleficent and her goddaughter Aurora begin to question the complex family ties that bind them, as they are pulled in different directions by impending nuptials, unexpected allies, and dark new forces at play. So let's start to explain this movie, frame by frame. As the movie starts, we see that some people come into that magical forest where Maleficent lives. They were stealing some magical creatures from there. During this, Maleficent also arrives there. Maleficent holds 2 of them among those 3, but the third run from there in the far forests. While stealing that creature, there were the glowing flowers. That man runs towards the kingdom from there. He opens a door. We see a hand of a man from a hole there. The man who steals that creature gives it to another man. There was a glowing flower on his clothes. That man takes that flower. He gives them money in return for these things. Then we are shown that the people of that kingdom still don't like Maleficent from the heart. They think that she has stolen their princess, and she always wanted to kill Princess Aurora. Now the scene changes, and we see Princess Aurora happy in the forest. She was the queen there. She was dancing with the different creatures. People bring their problems to her. She was told that a creature is missing from here, the creature whom that man stole. Hearing it, Princess Aurora becomes worried. Then those small heightened fairies arrive there. They start making her happy. They run while having her crown so that she can run behind them. As Princess Aurora goes down whom she saw, the same boy who came to her at the end of the Maleficent Part 1, he was not her true love then. He was a prince. His name was Prince Philip. He likes Princess Aurora for many years, and here he finally purposes her. Princess Aurora glances as she hears it, because she also likes him. The crow of Maleficent means Diavol was also seeing all this. He goes and tells everything to Maleficent. Maleficent flies from there and comes to Princess Aurora to talk. The prince also goes to his parents to tell them that he likes a girl. Then we see that Prince Philip has arrived in his kingdom. Going there, he tells his father, means he tells the king, the queen, and others that I have purposed that girl. She has also accepted. Hearing it, his father means the king becomes happy, but the queen becomes sad. But she didn't show this to her son. She unwillingly says that, okay, we will call Princess Aurora and her godmother at dinner. On the other side, we are seeing Maleficent is talking to Princess Aurora. She says that, Princess, you should ask me once before getting engaged. Maleficent says that there is nothing like true love. The boys always deceive. That's why I was your true love. I love you from my heart. That's why I am saying well for you. Then Princess Aurora says that please don't think like this. If you have been duped, perhaps the rest of the world will not be. Maleficent says, okay, I love you. That's why I'm agreeing with you. Now we see that the day arrives when both families will have dinner. The mother of Prince Philip goes to her secret closet. When she was going there, we are shown that it was an iron factory. When that queen was passing from, there we see a glowing flower there. There was also that creature with it that was stolen by a man. That queen goes and says to that man, hurry up, complete your work. Time is short. Then we see a spinning wheel there, and there was the same needle on it. That was a mysterious scene, but we didn't know about the plans of that queen. And then here the scene changes. Now Maleficent, her crow who was in the form of a human, and Princess Aurora, they get ready in the forest to go to dinner. Princess Aurora was looking beautiful. As Maleficent puts her feet in that kingdom, all people get scared of her and start hiding. Some people take out their weapons. They were thinking that Maleficent is a bad witch, but Maleficent was enjoying them all. She didn't say anything to them. She keeps smiling. Now we see that they have arrived inside, means inside the palace, to the king and queen. Now the dinner starts. The queen consistently fails to make Maleficent happy or earn her approval. She makes her remember the old time of her, that you are the one who gave a curse to that princess. She wasn't talking well. She also says to Maleficent that you also had killed humans, remember? Maleficent also tells the queen that people from your kingdom came into my forest and stole my creature. The fight increases in them. The king says to his queen to keep quiet. What are you talking about? On the other side, Princess Aurora asks, Maleficent, please stay calm. The queen doesn't forbid. She starts talking strangely. She says that if my son and Princess Aurora will get married, then who will be her genuine mother? Hearing it, Maleficent gets hurt, because she was thinking of herself as the genuine mother of Princess Aurora. She spreads her wings and takes out green energy. With that energy, all fell at distance. The queen also gets scared without any reason and hides behind the king. The king falls down. The queen starts talking loudly that Maleficent has given a curse to the king. Aurora believes her. She asks Maleficent to remove her curse. Why you give curses to everyone again and again? Then Maleficent says that Princess Aurora, you are also saying this. I don't give any curse. But Princess Aurora doesn't believe in Maleficent because the queen has tackled her in a good way. Then the soldiers arrived. There they were about to attack Maleficent. Maleficent last time says to Princess Aurora, last time, that you will not come with me? Princess Aurora doesn't give her any answer. She sits with the queen and the king. Then Maleficent becomes sad and flies from there. Her crow was also with her. They break the window and go outside. But there was one more girl who was with the queen and the king. She attacks Maleficent with the iron bullet. Due to it, she falls into the ocean. Now we see that the king was faint in the castle. Then he was taken to his bedroom. All were worried. Then their son means Prince Philip says to kiss him on his forehead. She says that you love him truly, you are his wife, maybe he will get fine again. But the queen makes strange expressions inside because she doesn't love the king truly, and she also doesn't believe in these stories. She was a greedy woman. She does this because his son says, but still, the king didn't awake. When Aurora sees this, she says that I will talk to Maleficent that remove her curse. As she arrives in the forest, everyone says that we have not seen Maleficent yet. She didn't come here. On the other side, the companion of the king and the queen was keeping an eye on the ocean, that when will Maleficent come out of the ocean, but she sees that a creature came and takes Maleficent with it. She immediately tells everything to the queen. The queen says, immediately stops her. On the other side, Aurora comes back from the forest in that kingdom, but a magical creature also comes into that kingdom while hiding in her horse. That creature arrives there where the previous creature was imprisoned. That man also imprisoned that creature. Princess Aurora says to the queen that I have not seen Maleficent anywhere. Does anything happen to her? Then queen says that don't get tension. She is strong. She will be there. She tries to entrap her. On the other side, the companion of that queen still keeps an eye on the ocean. As she will see Maleficent, she will make her kill. Then it was announced that within the next 3 days, there is a marriage of Prince Philip and Princess Aurora. We want to leave all the fights. We want to solve the fight. And all then creatures of the forest are invited to this wedding. Actually, it was their plan. They want to imprison all the creatures in the forest after killing Maleficent, so that nobody can secure them. Then they will occupy that forest. On the other side, we see that Maleficent wakes up. She was injured. She was hearing the voices of some creatures. They were saying that we will attack humans. They also have wings and horns on their head. They come to the forest for some place to live, because they were thinking that the forest can be the safe point for them. Before attacking the humans, Maleficent has also arrived there. One of the creatures moves towards Maleficent. It says to her to transfer her powers to us. How can we defeat humans? Tell us. But Maleficent throws it far. The name of those creatures' head was Borra. When he sees that, Maleficent has the powers that she can throw anyone so far. He becomes happy that it will be easy to tackle her. Now the companion of Borra takes Maleficent to the cave. He tells her that here the bad and good fairies live together. Because the humans start hunting them, that's why they had to live together. Then he comes to a structure. That structure was still there and wasn't doing any movement. Then Borra's companion tells her that Maleficent, you are from their family. You are the last powerful and good fairy. That man tells Maleficent that you are most powerful. Soon you will arrive at the stage on which you will become the most powerful fairy in the world. But that last stage you do not cross yet, and that is to forgive Princess Aurora, because you loved her the whole life. There is a lot of courage needed to forgive someone from the heart. The one who forgives someone from the heart, that will be the most strong person in the world. Then Maleficent says, no, I can't forgive her. I always loved her, but she deceived me. Then Borra also arrives there. He tells that Prince Philip and Princess Aurora are getting married. We have a good chance to attack them. But Maleficent keeps quiet here. On the other side, we see that the queen is torturing Princess Aurora with her talking. Princess Aurora was feeling this. She goes to Prince Philip and says to him that I am bearing this just because of you, otherwise I don't like the queen. On the other side, we see that the man of the queen, who was working on the glowing flower, he prepares some dust powder from it. He tells that the fairies can die with it. I have prepared it to kill Maleficent. Seeing it, the queen becomes happy. He also has a small fairy. As he throws that powder onto her, that fairy dies. The queen becomes happy. That man says that I can make more powder only when you bring more glowing flowers. Then Queen orders her men to collect those flowers immediately. As her men arrive there to collect those flowers, Maleficent knows it. She also arrives there, but it was too late. Her soldiers have plucked off all the flowers, and Maleficent couldn't do anything here. She was sad, because always bad happened with her. Those soldiers attack Maleficent with the iron bullet, but then Borra's companion comes in front of her and saves her. Maleficent also makes a shield due to it. They get protected. Borra starts attacking other soldiers. But as Maleficent takes Borra's companion to the cave, he was dead. The next morning, we see that the events of the marriage of Prince Philip and Princess Aurora start. All the creatures of the forest were moving toward the kingdom, but as the crow of Maleficent, who was in the form of a human, goes inside, he was stopped. We see that Princess Aurora was looking beautiful. Prince Philip gives her a flower. That was none other than the glowing flower of her forest. Seeing it, she gets surprised that why the queen send this for me? She goes to search for the queen. Then she finds that secret door. That flower was still in her hands. While walking, she reaches that spinning wheel. She starts seeing the visions that what was the curse and where they are taking me. She sees that there were two fairies imprisoned. Those creatures were imprisoned by that man. She was about to release them, but that man stops her. Then the queen arrives there. She says to Princess Aurora that my kingdom was near that forest first, but those creatures and the ancestors of Maleficent harm my kingdom. My father was dead, but when my brother goes there to solve this matter, those creatures also killed my brother when I was left alone, so I have to marry the king. He is my husband, but I don't love him. The queen says that I will take revenge on all of you. She orders the soldier to imprison Princess Aurora in a room. They do the same. Then those creatures were also locked in a room. Then the powder which was prepared by that man was sprinkled on them. Due to it, all creatures become weak. The room in which there was Aurora and her wedding dress. She tore it and makes a long rope with it. She tries to go down from the castle, but then soldiers arrive there and Princess Aurora locks herself in the room. The crow of Maleficent, who was in the form of a human, he also comes inside the castle. On the other side, Prince Philip was sitting with his sick father. He doesn't know all this. Now the queen was on the roof of her castle. She was throwing bombs towards that forest. On the other side, Borra was also coming with his army to attack that kingdom. Meanwhile, getting a chance, Aurora hangs with that rope of clothes and comes down. She comes into the king's room, and King Philip was also there. She tells everything that what had the queen done with her. Maleficent didn't give any curse to your father, that is given by your mother. Hearing it, Prince Philip gets shocked. On the other side, we see that Borra and his companions were coming to attack the kingdom, but the people of the kingdom were continuously attacking them, and they hold some of them. Then Princess Aurora sees that crow of Maleficent that was in the form of humans. She says to him that to save the people, we have to open the door of the church here. They begin to open the door of the church. They save all the creatures going there. The small fairies there fill the holes with the flowers from where that powder was sprinkling. Then that dusting powder couldn't come out from there, and it doesn't harm any creature. When the companion of the queen goes to make them fine, she herself falls down from there. Prince Philip goes to make her mother understand, but the queen orders the soldier to hold him. But before this, Philip jumps from the castle. Princess Aurora and the crow of Maleficent were also caught, but then Maleficent arrives there. Then she changed that crow into a big bear. That bear opens the door of the church and releases all the creatures from there. Maleficent starts attacking others and saving her peoples. Then Borra also arrives there and starts fighting with the soldiers of the queen. Philip comes and stops him and says that he is our general, don't say anything to him. Then Borra leaves from there. When the general sees that he had not killed me, he comes to know that who is actually cruel. This means the queen is the real oppressor. On the other side, Maleficent comes to the rooftop to that queen. Princess Aurora also comes to Maleficent and says to her, "Please don't kill the queen, otherwise everyone will think that you were cruel." But Maleficent says, "No, Aurora, stay away, I don't want to listen to you." While weeping, Aurora says that please, mother, doesn't do this. When Maleficent hears the word mother from her mouth, her heart becomes soft. She becomes emotional. When they were looking at each other like this, it is obvious that the queen gets a chance to attack them. She throws that dusting powder to Princess Aurora, but Maleficent comes in front of her and saves the life of Princess Aurora. As the arrow shoots at Maleficent, she turns into ashes. Princess Aurora starts weeping. Seeing it, the queen gets happy and announced that now your Maleficent is no more, and I will occupy the whole place. But then we see that the tears of Princess Aurora fall on the ashes of Maleficent. Maleficent again revives and her big wings again come out. The queen gets aggressive. She pushes Princess Aurora down from the castle, but Maleficent saves her. Prince Philip also knew everything about his mother. That's why he also comes to Maleficent. Maleficent agrees to the wedding of Princess Aurora and Prince Philip. Then the small man also comes to Maleficent, who had imprisoned those creatures. He releases her creatures and gives her that needle from which that curse spread. They all come to know that the queen had spread that curse. Now the king was also awakened. Borra's army caught the queen and throws her. Maleficent turns her into a goat and decorates that place with flowers. Then she says to Borra that you are the good creatures, you can live with us. After it, she makes Aurora wears the wedding dress. Then she declared that we will stay together in one union. After it, Prince Philip and Princess Aurora get married. King was also happy, and all peoples and creatures were clapping for them. Here both kingdoms meet, and they live happily. Then Maleficent says to Philip and Aurora that I will again come here when you will have a cute baby. After it, Maleficent leaves. From there, everything becomes peaceful, and here the movie ends.